Hello and welcome to episode 24. My name is Stephanie and I'm the creator behind the Crafty Dragonfly. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by and I hope you enjoy what you see today. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It really does mean a lot to me. And if you are yet to subscribe, it would be really great if you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. You can unsubscribe at any time and it just helps YouTube. It doesn't help YouTube, helps me to be noticed a little bit more on YouTube. So anyway, it is Saturday today, Saturday the 20th of November. And I don't normally tell you the day and date, so I don't know why I've done that, but anyway, never mind. What have I been up to this past week? Well, we'll get right into it very shortly. If you haven't got a drink, grab yourselves one. I've just gone and got a cup of tea because I forgot yet again. And then just grab a project that you're working on, stitching, crochet, knitting, whatever it is, and just stick me on in the background and you can have a look at what I've been up to this past week. So what we'll do is you'll have to excuse me because I have a new camera, and I did mention this in last week's video that I was asking Father Christmas for a camera with a screen. I've got one now because we realised that we could part exchange my hubby's camera that he no longer uses, and it gave us a lot of money off, so I was able to get it sooner rather than later. So if I keep looking to the right, it's because the screen is here, and it's great because I can see what's in the shot of the video, and also for when I'm showing things close up to the camera, I know for definite that you can all see it. If you check back on my earlier videos, some of them they're quite cringy actually, because I'm showing things to the camera, or so I think, and you can't quite see it in shot. So I am improving a little bit as we're going along. So anyway, let's get on. I'm waffling already. What I've done is I've written a couple of notes just to make sure I don't forget anything really, and then I'm going to show you a couple of finished objects. They're only small, but you know, it's worth showing them. I've got quite a few works in progress, as always. If you know me by now, I have lots of things on the go, and I've got some Christmas ideas that I just wanted to share with you at the end, just in case you're interested. So what we'll do is we'll start with the finished objects, which are, if you've watched last week's video, this is the Advent Garland from the Little Box of Crochet 2020, and I haven't finished it. I'm almost at the end of it now. Just got a couple of little bits and bobs to do, and then next week I will be able to show it to you, so I'm looking forward to that. So I have finished both post boxes, and they are, in fact I'll show you. I think last week I did show them to you, but I hadn't finished them completely. So that's post box number 1, which is here, and then we've got post box, I'm just checking I'm in focus, post box number 2. Now you will notice, and if you've watched me before, you know that I can't help but tell you if I've done something wrong, but we don't use wrong in my videos. We use creative errors. I'm going to hold them up and then you can see what I mean. Can you see where the creative error is? Well, I can see a couple actually, but I only wanted to show you one. So creative error is these little these signs here. One is bigger than the other. Can you see? Never mind, because I was going to unpick it and make it the same size, but I just thought, well, I've got lots of other things to finish, so I don't mind. The only thing I haven't done actually, which I must remember to do, is the lid comes off, and you're supposed to just put a few little stitches around the top there, just to hold it in place, because obviously it's being attached to a garland, which is hanging up on wherever you want it to hang up. Mine will be on our fireplace. So, but that's okay that there's one slightly bigger than the other, never mind. Anyway, and I've also finished dobbing. I talked about this last week. I showed you, I think I just showed you his legs and said it doesn't really look like a horse. So here is dobbing. Can you see? And he was so cute to make. It's got a little pipe cleaner in the bottom here so that you can bend it. Murphy's trying to get in again. Just a minute. I'm back. I've let him in. Right, so dobbing, where were we? Dobbing, he's got a pipe cleaner in the bottom so that it bends around his legs. I made his little saddle, tail, head. His ears are a bit suspect. One's bigger than the other. But they're so tiny to work. Can you see? Oops. Yeah. So, but you're not going to see. You're going to see him side on like that on the garland in the middle. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm really happy with that. It's got his little reins. So he's done. And I've just got the holly leaves to attach together like that. Oops. The holly leaves. Ooh, that's not good, is it? With little berries in the bottom, and then you just attach them on. So by next week I will have it to show you in all its glory. So that's good. I'm happy with that. And has anybody else been making it? I know I've been talking to quite a few people on Instagram, ones that have said they've almost made it, a bit like me, trying to get it finished before this Christmas, and they've also, you know, they're wanting to work on other Christmassy things. So yeah, let me know if you're working on it or what else you're working on. I'd love to know, as always. Now finished. That's finished object. I've finished that now. Have you noticed I've got Richard with me? Richard's here. He wasn't in last week's video. I don't know what I've done with his legs. I'll just sit him like that. I missed him when he wasn't in last week's video, so I've put him in. So, works in progress. Now, last week I showed you a secret project that I was working on, and I've almost finished him. Hercule the Strong Man, do you remember? I've put I said I'd got his limbs to put on, which I've done. Can you see him? If I sit back a bit. Now, you can sort of position his arms how you want them, really. I've got excuse me, I've got his boots to put on. Now, I'm not used to, I must admit, with amigurumi, I'm not used to the legs being out like that. They're almost out at right angles, and but he does sit. He is able to sit properly on the desk or a shelf or wherever it is he's going to put it. I'm used to sort of the legs being where you can position them and things like that, but this one isn't like that. And I did check the picture on the designer's pattern, and the legs are stuck out at an angle like that anyway. So I've not done anything wrong. So all I've got to do, I did make the boots, but they don't look right, they're too big. So I'm going to have to go down a hook size. Ooh, got some brown yarn on them. They do look quite big, can you see? Compared to, if you think about, I can't put it on because you have to sew them on. Look at the size of them, they look like, I don't know what they look like. They're nearly bigger than his head. So obviously I need to go down a hook size. And they are a little bit fiddly, to be honest. So I'm going to try again. Look, they're just too fiddly. So they've sort of just been put to one side. I'll go down a hook size. I've got the barbell and the dumbbell, you know, the little black things that I showed you last week. Those, I've got those to make yet. They're in there. So once I've done those, oh, and I've got a button. I need to put a button on him on the front. I've got loads of buttons, so I won't struggle with that. And then that's done. So by next week, should have him finished completely. So he should be on my finished objects list for you to see. But overall, I mean, I'm very pleased with him. I know John will put it on his desk, I'm sure. He's got an office at home, so I'm sure that's where it will go. So it doesn't matter that he's got like sticky out legs. They do look very strange, but who am I? So that's him. That's Hercule, the strong man. So hopefully, as I say, he'll be finished next week. So next work in progress is the Christmas cushion by Kate Eastwood from Just Pootling. I'll put a picture on the screen of the finished cushion. This, I've really enjoyed working on it actually, and because I was using, which is what Kate recommends, Paintbox Wool Mix Aran. Got the band there. It's quite thick and heavy, and it works up really quickly. So this is the front panel, which that's the top, and then you've got the bottom there. And then you put like a little border around the outside, and then you've got the snow, the bobble rows. So that's the front panel, which is what you put all the elements on, so the post box and the presents and the robin. And then you make like an envelope back, and that's the top half. It's a bit curly because it needs just putting together. And then that's the bottom bit. So that's all done, so I'm really pleased with that. I I'm going to start work on the post box today, and the snow and things that need to go on it, and then there's just the presents and the robin. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get that done for next week, next Saturday, to show you. That would be great, because then I'll have 3 finished objects. So, but don't hold me to it, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that, actually, that I've managed to get it done so quickly. And it is down to obviously the wool, because it's an Aran weight, and it's a lot thicker, a lot heavier. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. So that should be, as I say, a finished object by next week. We'll see. So that's that one. I've got baskets galore underneath me because I've got projects all over the house. Hubby just rolls his eyes with, I've got that many things on the go, and baskets everywhere, and things in baskets. I've got project bags, you know. I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure you're all the same. So, oh, and that was on a 4.5mm hook that I used for the cushion. So, and what I've started to do actually is I'm leaving the hook with the project that I'm working on, because sometimes I forget what size hook I'm using. I know it usually says on the pattern, to be fair, but I've just started leaving it with the project, so that if I have a spare half an hour while tea's on or something like that, I can just pick it up quickly and work on it. So that's that. And the Woodland Santa, I did show you this last week, and there's no point in showing it to you because I've made no progress on it whatsoever. It's still as it was when I showed you last week. So I'm hoping that once I've got these 3 finished, is it 3? Yeah. When I've got these 3 finished and out of the way, then I can just spend a bit more time on him. Yeah. I'm just hoping I do work on him quite a bit over the next few weeks. So I'll show you that next week. I'll try and get some work on it over the weekend, or you know, in the evenings next week. So the next project I've got to show you, this is I think I might have shown you a bit of this last week. Did I show you this, the granny square blanket that I've started? Can't remember. But I've made a few more squares anyway. So I've got this one that's a heart in the middle. I like that one actually. And I've got quite a few that I've made, and they don't take that long, to be honest. You know, when I've exhausted what I'm working on currently, and I can just make 2 or 3 of these just to finish off. They're just a normal granny square, and I'm using, I've made quite a few. There's no point in showing them all to you because it's just boring holding a granny square up. I'm using Deramore Studio DK anti-pilling. I've mentioned it. I bought loads of it when I don't even know what shade that is. Pearl, I think. I've mentioned it to you before anyway. It's so soft, it's beautiful, and it had 50% off at the time, so I had to go and buy lots. And when I mean lots, I think I bought about 26 100-gram balls, so I've got quite a lot going on there. Anyway, I'm waffling. This blanket, what happened was I found somebody on Instagram called Marion from Wool Thread Paint. She's got a lovely Instagram feed, and she has got some beautiful granny square patterns. I'll show it to you on the screen now. And I bought a couple of Marion's patterns, one of which was the Winter Seasons blanket and the other one was the Noel 9 patch. Now if I've mentioned this in the last video, I'm sorry, because I've not got my notes from the last one. But anyway, I'll pop a picture on screen to show you both of those patterns. They're really, really nice, and it just got me back into thinking I really do want to do another blanket, but possibly one that just you can work on a little bit at a time, hence the granny square, because you can take it with you if you go into somebody's house for a coffee, or if you've got an appointment to go to. It's just something little that you can work on, so I quite like that. And then you're not carting like a big blanket around with you. And she's really inspired me, Marion, and she posts some beautiful pictures of Scotland on, you know, they go out for walks and things like that, and it's just a really nice feed. So I'll leave a link to her Instagram account below, just in case you want to have a look. And she's also got a YouTube channel where she's put a few videos of tutorial videos of how to do things like continuous join as you go, granny squares. And up until watching Marion, to be honest, I always shied away from the join as you go method because I just thought it was too complicated. But I've watched Marion's video and it all makes sense now. So thanks, Marion. I really appreciate that. So this isn't working. These that I've done are not working on with Marion's pattern at the moment because they're not the colours that she recommends. And I know you don't have to stick to those colours. And obviously I'd gone off and got the Deramores, all the shades imaginable, I think. But so I just thought, well, I'll just start by making my own granny square blanket. The heart square, I did use that one. That's on one of Marion's patterns, which is the winter seasons blanket. And I know that she sells what am I trying to say? Kits. She's got 2 suppliers, I think. The Simply Yarn in Marsden and Craftopia in Ingleton. I'll leave links to those below as well. So both of those provide kits for Marion's patterns, which I think is really helpful, because now what I'm finding, if I'm honest, because I've bought lots of different colours in the Deramores range and I want to use up what I've got because I do like those colours, they're beautiful. But if I'd have just bought a kit, which I'm going to ask Father Christmas, and I'm not going to get it before Christmas Day, but I'm going to ask if I can have 2 of those kits for the blankets I've bought. I'm going to ask for them for Christmas, because then I don't have to think about colours or what goes with what. I can just follow Marion's blanket and her colours. They're absolutely beautiful. I really do like them. So they are on my Christmas list, definitely. I feel like I'm rambling a bit today. Now I don't know whether it's because I've got this new camera and I'm worried that it's not going to turn out right or what. I don't know what it is. I've put a candle on, a snowman candle, which is smelling nice. Murphy's in here with me, curled up on the chair opposite, so he's like my little crochet buddy, so he's with me. I've got the blanket here for the eagle-eyed amongst you, if you've noticed it in the background. This is a blanket I made last year, which was from the Crochet Sanctuary girls, Linda Rose and Lisa, and they did a Christmas crochet along. That was done in Stylecraft actually. It's beautiful. I'll show it to you anyway because I've got it out now. This was done in Stylecraft DK, and it's weighty. It's a big blanket, so I can't show all of it to you because it's just too big for the screen. But yeah, it was lovely. It was so lovely to work on. So lovely. It was a shame to put it away, to be honest. But they're doing they've done quite a few crochet alongs actually. They've done a Stash Buster crochet along. They've done a couple of those. They look really good. I'll leave a link to them, to their website below. They also run, it's called the Crochet Sanctuary, a crochet retreat, and I was lucky enough to get on one of them. It's a few years ago now. Did I go on one or two? I can't remember. I know because we've had lockdown in the way and things. They're booked up solid all the time, but they do sometimes have cancellations, and they're very active on social media. It's so lovely. They do crochet days as well as weekends, but the weekends are really, really good. So I'll leave a link to them below, and you can see what I'm rambling on about. But they're very, very talented, both of them, and they're lovely. They're so lovely. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that blanket from last year, and I've just decided to get it out again now, even though it's not December. But I don't care, not bothered. Anyway, I think we're almost at the end now of the rambly, waffling video that doesn't seem to flow at all this week. Don't know why. Anyway. Yeah, I said to you at the beginning that I was going to just share a couple of Christmas ideas with you if you were interested, and it's obviously crochet Christmas ideas, but I've got Kate's book, The Crocheted Home. I think I've mentioned this to you before, and it's broken up into sections. It's beautiful. It's a really nice book. Living room. Oops, can you see that? That's lovely. I love that blanket. So it says on the back, create something beautiful for every room in the house with these 35 inspiring crochet patterns. So she goes through from the living room to the bathroom to the kitchen. Oh, there's lots of lovely things in. You can just sit looking through the book. It's beautiful. But at the end, she has a Christmas section, which is what I'm talking to you about. She's got the Christmas cushion. Oops. Trying to not get the pattern on. That's the Christmas cushion with holly leaves. So that looks nice. There's a Nordic Christmas wreath. I'm just peeping behind the book so I can see what you can see. That's lovely. And I really like, I don't think I can do it. I like Chad. Right, anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. I love the red hearts. It's very Scandi looking. Oh, there you are. It's on the next page, but I can't show you that because it's got the pattern on. Yes, I can. There we go. That. Ooh. Don't give up your day job, Steph. That heart there. Really like that. So that's one of my ideas via Kate and her lovely patterns, is to make a few of those hearts and then just hang them in various places around the house. So maybe on door handles, cupboards in your kitchen, anywhere really, anywhere that I can find a hanging space for them. You can put them on your tree. So I'm going to have a go at those because they just look so lovely. And then, if I can get round to it, is this beautiful garland here. Can you see that? The Nordic garland. And she's shown this quite a bit on her Instagram feed lately, because she talks about using it as well, not as a garland, but you know, like these little pieces here, like the little buckets. She said she used them on her Christmas table as place settings for everybody. But I just think they're just so cute. So I might not do it as a garland, I'll see. I might just make the little elements, so the stockings and the buckets, and maybe just dot them about in various places. But I've just thought of doing those because they're quite small. It's not like a big ask to get those done before Christmas Day. So, but I'm definitely going to do the hearts because I do like those, and the little stockings. But that book is beautiful. I'd highly recommend it if you've not got it. It's really nice. And the other Christmas thing was, I've got the latest Simply Crochet magazine. I have it on subscription. Really like Simply Crochet. And what did I spot? Where is it? Oh, there's 2 things in here. Don't know whether I'll get them. Oh, 3. But I'll show you 2 because you're probably getting a bit fed up now and yawning. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Look at that little little gift bag there. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. And that is by the sack. Oh, it's used with paint box cotton, this one. Trying to look for who's made it, who's designed it. What I'll do, if I can't find the designer, which I clearly can't for some reason, I'll put her name on screen, because I can't find it. But anyway, that's lovely. So I'm tempted to have a go at that. And what about, isn't he beautiful? Isn't he gorgeous? So I'm really tempted to Reindeer by Ellie's Craft Boutique. So at least I've found that one for you. That's beautiful. It's so cute. So cute. So I'm a bit tempted to try and do that. That might be one that I work on between Christmas and New Year, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, and I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to show you out of this magazine. I like this magazine though, it's good. Anyway, I'm waffling and looking at the magazine and not talking to everyone. Oh, I've just seen that wreath. What's that wreath? I've not read it properly yet. No, I'm getting distracted. Thank you, everyone, if you've made it this far. I hope that what you've been working on, you've managed to get quite a bit done, because you can just hear me waffling on in the background. So next Saturday, I'm hoping that I'll have Hercule finished, the Christmas Advent Garland from the Little Box of Crochet, and the Christmas cushion by Kate Eastwood. So I'm hoping I'll get those 3 finished so I can show them to you, and then in between, hopefully I can work on the Woodland Santa and the Granny Square blanket. So have a lovely weekend, everyone. I hope you're all well, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.